DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa is the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Tampa. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Gordon on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a loss of 2.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
And 12 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Boston. That is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game. You just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he hasn't...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Off the play fake. Boston. That's caught. mcfl. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Boston. Throwing left side, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Buccaneers, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking to throw. Boston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 13. That's complete to DK. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Second and a couple. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 2.
On first down, Callahan will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons, first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Fisher. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here is third down and 4.
Brings up third and 4.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jim DK. Incomplete. It's fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Falcons
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Boston. Oh, he's got a Buca. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
19 more yards. That's another.
Here's a give up the middle. It's good. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 9-yard touchdown grab as these guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson set to take over once more. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Boston. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. Boston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
First down. A gain of 4 yards.
Robinson up the middle. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47.
Hand off now to Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
At the 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a quick throw out wide. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
First down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll set up a throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. A man, and he hits him in stride. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that would be incomplete. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that we're going to do. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So we can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
First and 10 at the 20.
Back to throw again. Working middle, and he's got Ibuka. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime
Our trip
report.
through the NFL starts now. We begin at Lumen Field in Seattle. The Seahawks at home to take on the Texans.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now a hit and a loose football. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 46.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. He finds his man complete. It's Flowers.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs. First and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. In second.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson.
That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
The kicker on for
Extra point attempt to come here. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24, 13 our score.
Falcons 13.
5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Operating from the gun, Boston. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Boston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the gun on third down, Boston. That is caught. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Boston. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 27-yard line.
Off play action. Boston. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19.
Off the bootleg. Boston delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
3-yard line.
Gordon. Touchdown. Bucaneers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a first and 20. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Incomplete.
Back to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Ooh, the juke. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Falcons,
They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7.
it's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Falcons first down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
A little juke. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run. Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Falcons first down.
They'll run on first down. Fisher. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
Here's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
On the tackle. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
He'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. There he goes, left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, Parker, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and good by Digger. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Robinson. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 and people wanting to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Fisher. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Brought down at the 40-yard.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach has plenty to say about it.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bucs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
160 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out the game than to tap those mastodons you have on front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Smith up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he's got room. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
His 49-yard line. 17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.